monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light, it's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we go, on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You're waiting, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
Anaheim, it's time to get loud. Say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
The first competition of the event is JCB Racing Round 1. We have 12 Monster Jam drivers that have been seated in a bracket based off their first pass time at our last event. The 4 fastest drivers received an automatic bye into round number 2, leaving us with 8 Monster Jam drivers facing off head-to-head, looking to get into round number 2. Anaheim, are you ready for round 1 of JCB Racing?
Anaheim, I have to tell you this. The drivers always say this is their favorite place to stop, and they brought the energy yesterday on a Sunday. Can you guys be even louder? What do you guys think? No. I said, can you guys be even louder? You have your first competition. On the count of 3, I want y'all as loud as you can be. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about, Anaheim. Keep that energy up throughout the event. And we're going to start this event right now with a matchup between 2 siblings, 2 brothers, and 2 of the youngest drivers in the competition and the event. You have Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, facing off against Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. And as they line up right here, you know, Kraken is looking for his 3rd competition victory of the year in racing. Mike Pagliarulo is looking for his 4th competition win. It's also their 2nd meeting of the season with the Mike Pagliarulo 1-0. So, who will be moving on this time? Let's find out. Now, Lindsay, I know that these 2 competitors down here always bring the energy. What are they saying out there in the pitch for you, Lindsay?
Yeah, you know, it looks like there's some rear steer issues going on, of course, out here for Team Pagliarulo. But, you know, when we're looking at the lanes here, what they're looking at is it's pretty even. So the red lane, of course, and the gray lane, typically there's one that's a little more steep. I think the only thing here is when you're looking right at the 8-pack backflip, that could be a mind game, Ray.
Yeah, of course. And with these 2 competitors, They have to set the tone early in the competition. On a Sunday, you want to come out as strong as you can and come out swinging. You know, you're competing for the first 12 points in the overall lead. So here's the JCB Racing competition bracket. Now, this will be Kraken and Excalibur. After this matchup, you have Wildside and Sparkle Smash, followed by Gravedigger, Black Pearl, and Jester taking on El Toro Loco. So as you said, we saw Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, head to the back. So we'll see if he is able to compete. But as it starts off on a Sunday, this is not how you want to start it for Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Now there's automatic buys in round 2. You have Megalodon, that is Todd LeDuc, Tristan England, JCB Digatron, Monster Mutt, Bryce Kinney, who made it all the way to the finals yesterday, and he faced off against Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. We're getting an official word that we are ready to go. Thank y'all so much for waiting a bit longer, Anaheim, but let's get this thing started. It's time for JCB Racing. Kraken taking on Excalibur. See the timing lights go amber, so that means they can fire up those engines. They're going to get set and move to the line. Tomfoolery Motorsports representing right here. Kraken, Excalibur, Mike Pagliarulo, Nick Pagliarulo. Excalibur set at the line. Kraken getting set at the line. Kicking it off on a Sunday. Here we go! And your winner, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. He's going to move on to round 2 of JCB Racing, where he will face off against Megalodon. Todd LeDuc, 10-11 on the season, has to face off against the young driver and Mike Pagliarulo as we make our way through the first competition, JCB Racing. Official times on the board with the Finish Links timing system. Mike Pagliarulo with the 20.270 on that winning racing pass. Zach Garner, Wildside. His opponent, Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Zach Garner, 7-9 on the season. This is the third matchup between these two drivers as Caleb Blood looks for her 5th racing win of the season. They have split the series 1-1. Who moves on this time? Here we go! Now the restaging right here. Caleb Blood had the early jump, but as you see, there is a timing system in the corner. The Finish Links, the starting and stopping lights, it's saying that Wildside either did not see his green light or it did not turn green. I'm not sure. This is something that we saw yesterday with the starting and starting light. There it is. So the way that works. Lindsay, you want to break that down?
Yeah, you know, when you're looking at these starting lights, of course, you know, you can guarantee that the sun is going to have a different fade on them right now. So, of course, both of our drivers lining up on different sides, they're seeing it a little bit different. So this staging light that you're looking at right here on the video board is exactly what Sparkle Smash is looking at like. So you're seeing those amber lights right there, and that last 4th one is not quite lighting up, and that's going to mean that we're going to need to re-stage. We'll keep you guys updated, of course. Wildside, though, no technical issues, just didn't see the light.
Yeah, very interesting. Something you have to keep in mind. So now does lane choice play a factor with Caleb Blood's in the shade, Zach Garner's in the light? Will that be affected? Let's go! Very close competition right there. Going down to the finish link's timing system. This timing system goes down to 1/1000th of a second. And as you see on the super glue, glued to the action replay, it was very close. Waiting to get official word. And your winner, Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Look at how close these times were. 20.712 to Zach Garner's 20.864. An extremely close matchup. But according to the Finish Link's timing system, Caleb Blood was able to take out Zach Garner. Wild side, she moves on to face off against Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Now we saw Kraken and Excalibur battle it out in round 1 of JCB Racing, where Excalibur will be moving on to face off against Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. Tristan England, JCB Digatron will be facing off against Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Okay, so some interesting update right here. I don't know if you're just staring at the board. That's why I stopped right there, was getting word. So you see that Black Pearl and Gravedigger were supposed to be matching up. Well, Black Pearl is currently having issues and unable to run, and the same thing just happened with Jester. We saw him go to the back, so there is breakage. So an automatic advance to round 2 for Gravedigger and El Toro Loco, which means we're already done with round 1, and we're going to move on to round 2 of JCB Racing. Already some drama happening early on. Black Pearl unable to compete. Same thing we saw from him yesterday with the did not finish. Matt Pagliarulo runs into other issues. We'll keep you updated. Of course, we have Lindsay Noble back there. We'll keep you posted on everything happening.
We have made it to the second round of JCB Racing. We have 4 drivers from round 1 moving on to face those 4 drivers that received that automatic bye into round 2. They're looking to get into the semifinal round. Anaheim, are you ready for round 2 of JCB Racing?
Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. Facing off against Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. This is the first meeting of the season between these 2 drivers as it gets set at the line. Let's go racing! Going to the Finish Link's timing system to get official word as we had another close competition. 1/1000th of a second on that Finish Link's timing system. And your winner, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. He's moving on to the semifinals for just the second time this season. He makes his way to the semis, taking out Megalodon with that time of 20.551, and he's a first driver set into JCB Racing semifinals. We have Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash, facing off against Tristan England, JCB Digatron. This is also the first matchup they've had against each other this season. Tristan England, a 60% win percentage in JCB Racing at 15-10 on the season. Extremely consistent. But Caleb Blood over the past few weeks has had her strongest racing passes. It seems that she's getting more comfortable out there on the track. She knocked out a World Finals racing champion today against Zach Garner. That is a great point right there. So Zach Garner is the reigning world champion. He was eliminated by Caleb Blood. So right now, what's also happening, Lindsay, I think I see what you mean over there with the starting light being in the sun. Is that coming into play again?
It definitely is. Here she is in the opposite lane now. And of course, here Tristan England and JCB Digatron did have lane choice. So that's huge here. Lane choice could be what matters here. There, because he had that bye run and in round 2, that does give him this lane choice. Of course, he did pick the left lane. Now, also, he's not going to be looking right at that 8-pack backflip. Could be an advantage for him, or he could be just putting Sparkle Smash in the least comfortable lane. One thing, though, right, I want to bring attention to is, of course, Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash now having an additional attempt here. She has been able to run the track more than anybody else.
Yeah, that is true. So she's had the most chances out here on the track. Also, something to keep in mind when we came into this weekend in Anaheim was that weather was going to be such a factor for these drivers. So when we had our practice day, it was overcast, it was cloudy. When they set up these lights, the sun was not a factor. Now, through yesterday's event, that was also a night event, sun not coming into play. So here on a Sunday, it's the first time they're seeing these starting lights in the sun. I mean, so Lindsay, something that we were talking about that could be a factor was the weather. Doesn't seem to be an issue or it now seems to be an issue with the sun.
Yeah, you know, it just seems like you can't catch a break here with these staging lights. And of course, our technicians are making sure that they're figuring out what we can do to better help their driver to really see for them here. You know, you got to keep that into consideration as these little factors that really make a difference when it comes to competition. But our safety officials right now discussing if there's a different way that we can stage these lights. Of course, we did hand staging yesterday. Of course, we can also use the ribbons potentially. And it sounds like that's what we're leaning towards.
Okay, and when they say ribbons, so you see the videos boards that are going around the stadium right here where it says round 2 as big as it gets. Well, what's going to happen now? Those lights will go yellow and then they will, or they might flash red actually, and then they will flash green when they are to go. So that way it's an even field on both the sides, but just so interesting how these drivers have to adapt, not only with the track, not only with each other, but even something as small as the sun, something as small as the starting lights for these 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks. It just goes to show you the littlest thing could throw them off right here. It all comes into effect. Now, I just want to make sure I have clear communication with the guys behind the scenes, our AVs, our tech officials, and everything. Are they saying that they are good to go? So tech officials are hand staging and they're going off the ribbon boards on the green. So you guys can also see when they're starting as well by looking at those ribbon boards. Just so interesting how they have to adapt on the fly, but they said that they're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. You see they have the hand staging on site. The ribbon board. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash getting restaged. St. Tristan England is even. So let's see if we can do this thing. They are set at the line. It goes red. Let's go green. Coming down the stretch, another close competition, but moving on to the semifinals, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Lane choice might have came into play right there as his starting light was in the shade, and he'll be moving on to the semifinals to face off against Mike Pagliarulo. Excalibur going to be battling it out right there with a time of 20.216. Michaela Blood, Sparkle Smash with a 20.7, also one of her fastest times of the season. Just a close competition as we make our way through round 2 of JCB Racing. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Going head to head with Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Bryce Kenny made it all the way to the racing finals yesterday. Did fall to Ryan Anderson. Son of a Digger, but can he move on through Adam Anderson, Gravedigger today? Let's find out as they're going head-to-head in this competition for their 5th meeting of the season.
Right, you know, Gravedigger has been having a lot of battery issues here already on the season. I talked earlier to Devin Roper, his crew chief. They said that there was an issue with the battery charger, not the batteries themselves. Of course, now we're looking at our safety officials coming on out here, and what they're doing is they're communicating with Adam, and they're going to work on getting a jump box here to be able to jump this Monster Jam truck. And, you know, that sounds so silly when you really think about it, as these huge, massive Monster Jam trucks, but they can have the same exact issues, Ray, that we've got on our personal vehicles.
Yeah, they're hard at work right now. I mean, Lindsay, we've been seeing this throughout even in Glendale, it seems like through the racing competitions, had some issues. It continued yesterday, and then we're right back at it once again. But look at that, they get him jumped. JCB Dirt Squad heading off the track. I mean, they're in their own race going around. We should put a Finish Links timing system on them. That was pretty quick. Looks like we are set once again in round 2. JCB Racing, Gravedigger, Monster Mutt, Adam Anderson, Bryce Kenny. Who's moving on? Let's go green! Oh, another close competition once again, going down to the Finish Links timing system to determine our winner. And they say, your winner, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Close competition between these two, coming down to the very last second. Look at these times of Bryce Kenny with the fastest time of the afternoon, a 19.941, enough to take out Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, and he's moving on to the semifinals once again, trying to make his way back to the finals and get himself on that leaderboard with the first 12 points. Bryce Kenny moving on. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco, facing off against Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. Second meeting of the season between these two drivers, with Ryan Anderson taking the first victory. Jamie Garner has been very consistent in racing, though. So let's find out who moves on this time. Ryan, with the most racing victories on the season, has excelled in this competition. Getting set at the line. They are set. Let's go racing! And your winner, Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. He'll be moving on to the semifinals. El Toro Loco just taking a little bit of a shortcut on the super glued to the action replay. I believe that's just the finishing, but on the first pass around the obstacle, looked like his front left BKT tire caught the ramp and kind of spun him into that obstacle. So said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take a shortcut. Also receives a 5-second penalty on that time since he did not have the clean pass. 20.486 for Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, moving on to the semifinals. So we have Excalibur facing off against JCB Digatron, and Monster Mutt facing off against Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, as your final 4 drivers are set in the JCB Racing semifinals.
Anaheim, we have made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We have the 4 fastest drivers facing off head-to-head, looking to get into the final round and take home the first 12 points of the event. Anaheim, are you ready for your semifinal round of JCB Racing?
Well, if you think Excalibur's winning this thing, make some noise. Or if you think it's JCB moving on, make some noise. All right, well, let's find out right now. They go head to head. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. This is only his second time this season in the JCB Racing semifinals, to Tristan England's 8th time making a semifinals appearance. Tristan, as I said, 60% racing percentage win. He's 16-10 on the season. Can he make it to the finals? He has to get through Mike Pagliarulo. They get set at the line. Let's do it! And waiting to get official word if that was an early jump, something with the lights, or if Mike Pagliarulo was unable to fire. Was he dead in the water? Let's find out real quick. Waiting to get official word. Are they resetting, or was Mike Pagliarulo unable to go? So waiting to get official word right here. They are checking Excalibur. Was it a misfire? Or was it a technical issue? All right, they are restaging, going to rerun this race. Getting set at the line. Why not? Making you wait. Here we go. And your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He'll be moving on to the racing finals. Your first competitor set in that competition. And as we saw from the jump, something was up with Excalibur. And you saw it right there on that racing pass. Just had some breakage. Of course, we'll keep you posted on what's happening with Excalibur. But in a wild racing start with so many twists and turns, we have another one right there. A did not finish for Mike Pagliarulo. Excalibur, Tristan England, JCB Digatron just waltzes into the racing finals. He is the first driver set, but we had to find out who he will be competing against. So if you think Son of a Digger's moving on, make some noise. Or will it be Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, moving on? Let me hear ya. Well, let's find out a rematch of yesterday's racing finals where Ryan Anderson took the victory. Can Bryce get it this time? Getting set at the line. They are set. Let's go! And your winner, Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. Moving on to the finals once again, Ryan Anderson. And I'm not going to lie to you, it looked like Bryce might have had that victory, might have been slightly ahead coming down the last turn, going into the final jump. It just, his front tire, once again, catches an obstacle. It's something that we saw there with El Toro Loco. It also bites Bryce Kenny. So Ryan Anderson moving on to the racing finals, and a 5-second penalty also assessed to Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, as he did not have all 4 tires down as he crossed the racing pass, the last racing jump. Son of a Digger moving on to the racing finals to face off against JCB Digatron.
Monster Jam fans, we have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. Your two fastest drivers are facing off head to head. Who will take home the first 12 points of the event? Anaheim, are you ready to meet your final competitors of JCB Racing?
He's your overall leader in the Stadium Championship Series West point standings from Paris, Texas, the 2023 World Finals Racing Champion, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He's second in the overall point standings, trying to catch the man that sits before him across the way, but a five-time World Finals champion, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Battling it out once again, their eighth matchup of the season. They say that they are set. Let's go! And your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He gets the first 12 points. Tristan England and Ryan Anderson keep battling it out. We had him at the round table talking before the friendly competition, the rivalry that has been brewing between these two, and it comes to a head once again on a Sunday in Anaheim. Tristan England gets the victory this time and has now set the tone. He's the driver to beat. I know this young man is fired up. Let him tell you, Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Congratulations to Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And there you have it. You start now with 12 points here on Sunday Funday. And of course, there you were with your crew chief. Go ahead and celebrate. I know this is a great feeling, but what kind of momentum does this add for you?
Oh man, it feels the fire for everything. I mean, I got to see one of the legendary monster truck drivers, monster jam drivers out here today. George Bellhand's out here. That got me pumped up. But you Anaheim fans really know how to show up and show out, especially on a Sunday. I'm just getting started. But my wife told me, you're going to win JCB Racing today. I just know it. And babe, we did it. I feel so good. Anaheim, let me hear you get loud one more time. Come on.
And of course, it only gets better here at Monster Jam, because up next, you can prove yourself yet again in the skills competition. I know in the past you've said JCB Racing is called JCB Racing for a reason, but that if you've ever come up short in the past, you know that you can make up those points in two-wheel skills.
You know what? There's 12 of us, Anaheim, and I get to come out last to try to wow you. So I'm asking a favor. Hold those scores till the very end, because I got something a little saucy just for you guys. But I got to hear you get loud so I can get excited. Let's go. It's Sunday.
Oh man, just a wild JCB Racing competition, the way that you started that off. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out with the BKT overall event leaderboard. You see that Tristan England is now the driver to beat at 12 points. He sits at the top. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, finishing second. He has 11 points. And then Monster Mutt Bryce Kinney at third. Excalibur at the fourth place spot. A great start for Mike Pagliarulo, making his second semifinals appearance of the season and a fast start for him. Rest of the field, Gravedigger at 5, Sparkle Smash at 6. Let's take a look at the other side of the bracket. Megalodon at the 7th spot. El Toro Loco 8, 9 for Wildside, 10 for Kraken, and it did not finish for Black Pearl and Jester. They have 0 points as they have to make up some ground in the remaining competition. Coming up next, it is our skills competition. Drivers have 2 skills or 1 donut attempt to pull off their best maneuver on the track. So to show you some of the things you're going to do out there on the track, take a look at the video on the board.
Anaheim, it is time for the Monster Jam Mini Jam animated race. And I'm going to need all of your help, but especially from this Monster Jam fan, Noel, 10 years old. I hear you're a bit of an expert when it comes to Monster Jam trucks. So who's your favorite Monster Jam truck?
Megalodon.
Oh, you got a Megalodon fan in the house. And who are you here with, Noel? Who's with you?
My sister and my mom.
We got the family in the house representing. Now, we're going to play this animated race, and all you got to do is tell me who you think is going to win. So in a second, you're going to see the competitors over there. We have El Toro Loco, we have Gravedigger, and Megalodon. So first, let me check in with the Anaheim crowd. Who do you all think is going to win this race? We got any Toro Loco fans? How about Gravedigger? And Megalodon? But you are the man of the hour, Noel, so who do you think is going to win?
I think it's going to be Megalodon.
Okay, let's see if you're right, Noel. Let's count them down all together. Here we go. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Here we go, Noel. We have a hot start from Gravedigger. Oof, Megalodon's not looking so hot. Spun out there for a second. El Toro Loco is now in the lead. It's a very dangerous turn right there. Megalodon is making a bit of a comeback. Noel, is it going to happen?
Yes.
It is!
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about! Let's go, Anaheim! Noel, you are a winner, and you have also won yourself this Monster Jam Mini Jam playset brought to you by Spin Master El Toro Loco Edition. You can get your own Monster Jam Spin Master playset anywhere where toys are sold. I'm so happy for you, man. Give me some love. Give it up for Noel.
And here between competitions, it's so important to have preventative maintenance. I've got Logan Vessels, your crew chief for Wildside, here with me. And Logan, what kind of things is your team and your other competitors taking a look at right now?
So your biggest thing you want to check after racing is your transmission fluid in your truck. The guys that went all rounds of racing, you want to make sure your fuel's topped off for your two-wheel skills. You're looking your truck over really good because this is the first time since last night these trucks have really came out and got beat. So we want to make sure that these trucks are at 110% to come out here and put on the best two-wheel skills they can.
And I know you've got communication with Zach Garner in Wildside. What is he saying? I know that he is such a great competitor when it comes to skills.
Well, Zach's honestly a little frustrated right now. There were some issues with the lights, and racing really didn't go his way. But when Zach gets frustrated, it's a bad day for me. The truck's always in pieces. But for you guys, it will be probably one of the best Wildside performances of the year.
We love to hear it. Thank you for your time, Logan. Monster Jam fans, make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
Well, our second competition is the skills competition, but for the remaining ones, we have our expert judge and also we have fan scoring. Now remember, the average score of those combined will become the official score for Monster Jam drivers. So, David, how do the fans do that?
That's right, Ray. So, using judgeszone.com, you're going to use your smartphone, head over to judgeszone.com where you can scan that QR code that you see there on the big video board, and that'll take you to a page where you need to input 3 letters. That is ANA for the city code of Anaheim. Once you do that, you'll see a BKT tire that you need to slide up or down, whatever desired score you wish to give our superstars. But I want to remind everybody here that we're counting on you to judge this competition fairly and accurately, for you will decide who takes home this BKT trophy at the end of the day. So Anaheim, who's ready to start the skills challenge?
Getting us started in the second in the second competition of Monster Jam, Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. Kraken with 1 attempt remaining in his run. What's he got planned for us right here? Gets on the front BKT tires. Just holding it steady, moonwalking it back.
Monster Jam fans, put your hands together for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. Remember, that code is ANA. Go to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds at the end of each run.
Nick Pagliarulo, you see here on the Super Glue to the action replay, goes for a bicycle attempt on that first maneuver, was unable to pull it off, but bounces back nicely with a good popper here, coming off the center of the pod, was able to hold it steady, moonwalked it onto the pod, so might have saved himself with that second attempt. Once again, it is up to you, judgeszone.com. And the score for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken, is 5.519 for Kraken. He is the driver to beat moving forward in our skills competition. From Fortville, Indiana, Zach Garner, Wild Side. Zach Garner, popper on those front 2 BKT tires, the back ones dancing back and forth. Moonwalking it backwards. Still moonwalking it, combination move, bouncing it to the front. Beautiful. Just 1 attempt there from Wild Side. He still has 1 more remaining. Showing off some great technical ability there. So curious to see what Zach goes for this time. Yesterday he went for the bicycle. Today does he go for a maximum moonwalk or tombstone? It looks like he will be attempting a bicycle. Let's see, can he pull it off? Can he pull it off? Can he pull it off? Give me a spin!
Anaheim, give it up for Zach Garner, Wild Side. You have 20 seconds now, Anaheim, to make sure you let Zach know what you thought about that run.
I thought that was pretty sweet. Zach Garner, Wild Side, with a great skills run. You see there the technical abilities on that popper. Back to BKT tires, just swaying back and forth, and just add a little bit of a moonwalk right here, reversing it into a combination. And then on this second attempt, goes for the bicycle, gets all the way to a sidewall. And then, you know what? Let's go for a spin. Just letting that play out, breakdancing out there on the track. The score to beat, 5.519. And the score for Wild Side is 8.839. He's your new leader, Zach Garner, Wild Side.
Monster Jam fans, a great run from Wild Side. And you know what I love to do is be able to say the behind the scenes stuff. The first thing I heard you say to your driver was, "Are you okay, buddy?" How important is that to have that kind of chemistry? Make sure he's good and also communicate in that way.
Well, on a roll like that, I'm not really worried about Zach. You know, these trucks are some of the toughest things in motorsports, but it's always nice just to check on them, make sure they're okay. You know, sometimes they get a little disoriented in their trucks, but what really matters is he's good. The truck appears to be good. We're hoping it's just some body damage. And if he comes out here with even less pieces, that means he'll throw down even harder.
And of course, you guys represent Overboard Motorsports. That also includes El Toro Loco and the Black Pearl. Right now, Black Pearl back in the pits. And I know you're the only teammate up here, so you can only see so much. But, you know, we do have a video of a pit party. He was not able to make it out. There was a lot of breakage. Can you tell me what's been going on?
Well, Cole came out for freestyle last night and drove as hard as the Black Pearl would take him. He took some steer rams out on us, popped a tire last night, tore the whole body up pretty good. Our team is one of the best in the business. We're up there. We've got a ton of help from all the Monster Jam guys and everybody trying to get Black Pearl back together and get it back out here.
Thank you so much, Logan. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Team Overboard Motorsports.
Put your fins together for Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. Todd just taking his time circling the track. Looks like he's finally getting up here to the ramp. First attempt on its way. Gets on those front two tires. A popper. Still moving forward, still holding it steady and bringing it down. Still has one attempt remaining for Todd LeDuc. Now, yesterday he scored one of his highest scores of the season with a 9.6. Can he put on another show today? Already a strong first attempt. And for the second one, going into a bicycle. Here he goes. Bicycle. He's pedaling. He's pedaling.
Monster Jam fans, put your fins together for everyone's favorite shark, Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. You got 20 seconds to lock those scores into judgeszone.com. Let's do it, Anaheim.
Todd LeDuc with a handstand on that first attempt, that popper, and was able to just take that for distance. This second attempt was a bicycle. Now, he was going to attempt to throw it into a stoppie, but unfortunately was unable to put that combination together. Still pulled off a nice bicycle. So what will the score be right here? Does Zach Gardner hang on with the 8.839? Or does Megalodon take the lead? Scores are locked, and the score for Megalodon is 8.563. So just coming up a bit short, but he is second in this competition. But our next competitor has something to say. Take a look at the board.
She Sparkle Smash! Kayla Blood! Judgeszone.com, Anaheim, 20 seconds.
All right, something different we haven't seen yet this weekend. She goes for a donut pass in her skills run. So with that, she gets one attempt at these donuts, also adding a bit of flair there, popping some confetti. Strong donut run for Kayla Blood, but is that enough to get to the top of the leaderboard as she gets one donut attempt? She did go for a good amount of donuts out there. The scores are locked. Score to beat 8.839. And the score for Sparkle Smash is 7.320. Currently good enough for third place in this competition. Zach Garner, Wildside, remains your leader. From Fortville, Indiana, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Reverse popper on this attempt, taking it for a ride across the pod. One attempt from El Toro Loco, one more remaining. Jamie Garner switching it up from yesterday after sky wheelie in his second attempt. This time going for the front popper.
Anaheim, give it up for everyone's favorite bull, El Toro Loco. Jamie Garner, 20 seconds on the clock, judge's zone.
I like that he was switching it up on that second attempt. Didn't get the traction he wanted in the dirt. But right here, a beautiful reverse popper on the first attempt and then takes it for a ride. That wheelie across the pod with the theatrics, the smoke blowing at the same time. On the second attempt, you see here on the super glue to the action replay, was throwing it into a forward momentum popper, just reverses it backwards. And the score for El Toro Loco is a 6.926. So not enough to take the top spot, but good enough for fourth place in the competition. Let's go to take a look at the leaderboard and see where it's all playing out right now in the competition. Zach Garner, Wildside with the 8.839. He was your second competitor in this competition, has been able to hang on to the lead. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, 8.563. And Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash with a 7.320 are your top three competitors. Something interesting to keep in mind as well. Cole Vennard, who took the victory yesterday in freestyle, went second. Maybe here in skills, Zach Garner is able to have that same kind of luck with an 8.839. Will he be able to hang on? We'll find out here soon as we continue down our competition road in the skills competition. From Powell's Point, North Carolina, emerging from the pits, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Slap wheelie on this first attempt, launches it into it with a little flare at the end. Still one attempt remaining for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Goes for a bicycle on this attempt. He does get to the side. Give me a sidewall. Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And take a look here at the super glue to the action replay. A beautiful slap wheelie on this attempt. So launches it for some height and then bounces on those back tires while going into a wheelie across the pod. Got a little dicey there, but was able to save it. Second attempt goes into a bicycle and was able to take it for a ride. Did not get it into the sidewall as he brought it back down, but still a great bicycle attempt. Trying to take out a score of 8.839. And the score for Gravedigger is an 8.076. Good enough for third place in this competition. Zach Garner, Wildside, is able to hang on once again. He remains in the lead, but we still have more drivers remaining in this competition. And coming up next, big dogs gotta eat. It's Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Popper on the first attempt. Bryce still riding the popper. Moonwalking it. Does he go across the pod? Yes, he does. Can he still hold it? Popper and moonwalk combination on the first attempt. One attempt remaining here, and it looks like he might line it up for a move we haven't seen yet. Think we're going to see a tombstone right here or a maximum moonwalk. Let's find out. He's lining it up. Does he go for the top? He is lining it up, so it will be a tombstone attempt. Can he pull this off? Is able to get it. The tail wagging back and forth, still holding it, riding right up to Todd the Duke and Megalodon, looking at him. Says, see you later when he reverses it.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for everyone's favorite dog, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. 20 seconds. Go to JudgesZone.com.
Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt with a great skills run. Two fantastic attempts. See right here, going for that popper on the first attempt, just edging it up to that obstacle and was able to moonwalk it all the way across the pod. The second attempt's the one I wanted to look at, though. We saw the tombstone first time that we saw it. So right here, this tombstone attempt bounces it backwards and bounces it off the backflip ramp to get on those front two tires. Just an incredible move. The score to beat at 8.839. And the score for Monster Mutt is you got a new leader, 8.987. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. But let's keep this show going. He's all about that rock and roll. It's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Mike comes right out with the bicycle attempt, able to pull it off. Wasting no time in the first attempt. Mike Pagliarulo still holding it. First attempt, or second attempt.
No guts, no glory. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. 20 seconds, Anaheim, judgeszone.com.
Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, so a little juxtaposition to Bryce Kenny's run where he saw him go for a little bit of time on those attempts. Mike went out there just firing straight away into the bicycle, felt comfortable with him, pulled it off beautifully, and on there the super glue to the action replay. You see him pulling off that popper and moonwalking it across the pod. So is that enough to get to the top? Strong attempt and a strong run from Mike Pagliarulo, who's currently 4th overall in the point standings. The score for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, is a 5.334. Mike Pagliarulo currently in 8th place in the competition. Todd LeDuc, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt remains your leader. But he took the skills competition victory yesterday. Can he do it once again? It's Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Ryan Anderson trying a bicycle right here. He goes into it. Holding it. Can he take this in a circle? Can he take it around? Yes! One attempt for Ryan Anderson. One more remaining. The Guinness World Record holder for the longest bicycle. So something that he definitely excels at. That was beautiful in the first attempt. This second one, does he try it again? Yes, he does. Bicycle attempt. Can he get into a sidewall this time? Laying it down flat. Spins it to the other side.
Make some noise, Anaheim, for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. 20 seconds, you're on the clock, Monster Jam fans.
Ryan Anderson trying to get the bicycles for the win. This first attempt, look at how he maneuvered through these tight corridors, just able to take it. Thought he might have gone for a full circle around. Second attempt, he goes back to the bicycle, was going for the sidewall spin, but check this out. Throws it from one side. It was like ping pong to the other, just back and forth. Unfortunately, goes over, but let's find out if is it enough to get to the top of the leaderboard after a strong attempt. Score to beat 8.987. And the score for Son of a Digger is an 8.586. Still a solid score, but third place in this competition. Monster Mutt hanging on to the lead.
Monster Jam fans, while we have a break in the action, I am here with Tatiana and Matthew. Now, Tatiana, you're here not only with Matthew, but with other family members, right?
Yes.
All right, so we have family in the house. Now, Tatiana, I hear you're a bit of a singer. Is that true?
No, not true.
Tonight you are. Now we're going to play a game called Finish the Lyric. And Anaheim, you might know this song, a little Backstreet Boy action. I Want It That Way. Tatiana, you're going to be on the clock. All you got to do is finish the lyric. You think you can do that?
I think so.
All right, we're about to find out. So we can look over here on the big video board and DJ, spin it.
Heartache, tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say, I want it that way.
Come on, what more could you want? Way to go, Tatiana. Matthew. Now, I do have a question for you, Tatiana. Do you have a favorite Monster Jam truck?
That would be Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. How would you like the opportunity to meet Adam Anderson at the end of the event? Sounds pretty cool?
That'd be a dream.
There you go. Tatiana, you have won yourself 4 meet and greet tickets to meet Ryan Anderson, Adam Anderson, and the rest of the Monster Jam drivers. There it is for you and the rest of your family. Anaheim, give it up for Tatiana.
Getting back to the action on the track. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mud holds your lead, but this next competitor has the most skills challenge victories on the season with 5. And he took the JCB Racing competition, claiming the first 12 points. Can he get back-to-back competition victories? Let's find out. It is Tristan England, JCB Digatron. First attempt launching it into that popper. Back BKT tires dancing back and forth. Holding it steady. Combination. Yes, he does get it. You look inside the cab. His hands are moving up and down. He's saying, make some noise, Anaheim. Still holding it for the first attempt. How does he end this combination? He just brings it down to the ground. 1 attempt. Still has 1 remaining. Second attempt incoming. He said that he had something special for y'all. He hasn't been able to do in Anaheim yet, so we'll see if he's able to pull off this maneuver. Let's find out. Back on the front 2 tires. Holding it to the edge of the pod. Moonwalking it. Holding it steady, balancing acts. He's moving forward to a combination to the back tires. Precision.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Anaheim, you know the deal. 20 seconds. Let them know what you think.
Tristan England on his game today, able to pull off that attempt he said he was going to do. a nose flick. I think that's what he was calling it. Throwing it from the back tires, excuse me, those front two BKT tires. Oh, I got it right. He's saying it right. A nose flick. Can he take the lead? The score to be to 8.987. Monster Mutt. And the score for JCB Digatron is... He gets it! 9.526. Dustin, his crew chief, dapping up his friends out there. Oh, ain't it pretty? I want to take a look at that one more time. Give me a super glue to the action replay. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at this, Anaheim. So first attempt right here, the combination move. This was a moonwalk on the first attempt. Throws it to the back BKT tires. Great move. Trying to see if we have enough time to take a look at that second combination. So it's typically called a nose pick. Tristan says this move here, when you throw it onto the pot, is called a nose flick. Throws it back. Beautiful attempt. He's now your leader. But we still have another competitor ready to hit the track. Please make some noise in his 10th year of competition. Matt Pagliarulo, Jester.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you were hungry because Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, just served up some donuts. 20 seconds.
Taking it to Flavor Town right there. Matt Pagliarulo hitting the track, holding the steering wheel outside of the window. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Just also coming through some breakage on this Monster Jam truck. They were saying that they had were repairing a sway bar back there, so he was able to hit the track. So I think him and his team deserves a big round of applause because we were unsure if he was going to be able to compete. And he said, you know what? I want to get back out here on the track for you guys in the skills competition. Give it up for Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. And the score for Matt Pagliarulo, Jester, is 7.308, which means that your winner in the skills competition going back to back. Tristan England, JCB Digatron, gets another victory. Tristan England, get him on the mic, pulling off that fantastic move. Let's talk to him, Lindsay.
Tristan, congratulations. And of course, you pulled your crew chief in here with you. That was absolutely incredible. We know that these Anaheim fans get so loud, but I know that you could hear them in the truck. What was your mindset going into that competition?
Well, first things first, Mike Pagliarulo came out and he completely ripped up my ramp that I was going to hit, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm not going to have any traction. I'm not going to get the bounce that I need. But man, it was perfect. These BKT tires, they give us the traction that we need for these skills moves. And man, that was one of the wildest trips I've had in the skills challenge. But I'm telling you, it's the confidence I got in these guys that work behind the wrenches and that are in my ear 24/7. I am so comfortable behind the wheel of this Digatron, it's not even funny anymore. And I cannot wait for Freestyle because I know you paid for that full ticket, but I'm going to only make you use half of it.
And of course, we are over halfway now to potentially a perfect event. What's it going to take to be able to win Freestyle as well?
Man, for me, it's going to take not even thinking about this event and just hanging out with you fans. You guys fuel us to go out there and be crazy. I know I could hear you when I got it up on the rear end, but then the second move, you guys really lit up when we did the flip. And I plan on doing something crazy, but I'm not going to talk about it, because if I talk about it, it might not happen. But I know my son Crash and my wife Kiera and even my parents are coming home from the airport right now. They're watching, and man, I love you guys. I don't know what's going to happen at Freestyle, but I'm going to give you guys everything I got. Anaheim, let me hear you!
Well, Tristan England bouncing back on a Sunday, the driver to beat right now as he has 2 competition victories, but we still have 1 more remaining. But for now, it is officially halftime. Please feel free to go to the concession stands or stop by the merchandise, pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master or Tech Deck. We'll talk to our Tech Deck friends in just a second, but for now, take a look at the video board for some very special VIP messages. It's halftime, y'all.
Anaheim, we have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
And he starts off with the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Whoa! Unfortunately, since he did not complete 30 seconds of his run, he does not qualify for a score. His very first attempt. Morgan and Morgan backflip. He tries to risk it. Puts it all on the line. Breaks right away. Does not qualify for a score. But man, if you like, if you like the energy, give it up for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco.
Wow, Monster Jam fans, I'm joined by Zach Garner in Wildside. Of course, you just watched your dad, and that's a huge high-risk, high-reward situation. Could be some truck breakage. What are you thinking?
You know, when he was heading to it, when he actually hit the trench box to initiate the flip, the truck cut out. And then as you heard in the air, it's cutting out in the air. So it could have been anything electrical or something, fuel injection. Could have been something going wrong that we couldn't have known until he was actually out there running. And then it looks like he got a high and possibly a couple 4 links. But you know what? The safety in these Monster Jam trucks is absolutely unreal. He's probably in there okay. We're going to go check on him and see what all we got to fix.
And of course, he wanted to wow these fans right out of the gate. I, of course, just talked to your teammate, Black Pearl. They're still working there in at the back. Does it feel like all the pressure's on you here for Team Overboard?
You know what? There's no pressure on me right now at all. I'm just going to go out there, have some fun, do what I've been doing, make sure that truck either drives off the track or it gets put in a corner somewhere. You know what? We got all week to put that Monster Jam truck back together. This amazing technician right there is going to be able to put it back together no matter what we do. So we're going to go out there, have some fun, and make sure we leave it all out there on the track.
You know, your crew chief looking at you like, you know, maybe you could help a little bit. I know, of course, you do. Being an independent, you've got to work on your own truck as well. Is there something that, you know, is an advantage in that because you know exactly what's going on underneath you?
You know, when you work on the trucks day in and day out, you can honestly kind of know in your mind that the truck's 110%. You can go into every competition knowing that it's going to be right. And then when something does go wrong, you can automatically tell your crew chief, hey, this is going wrong. We should probably change this. But you know what? It doesn't always work out like that. Parts fail, but you know what? We're going to go out there, have some fun. And Anaheim, are you guys ready for more Monster Jam Freestyle?
Taking a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard, Tristan England, 12-12. He has 2 competition victories at 24 points. He still has a chance for a perfect event. So let's see if he's able to get that victory. And Tristan has something to say. Let's take a look at the video board. Tristan launching it. 80 seconds on the clock. Huge air coming over the pod there. 60 seconds. Halfway through this run. 50 seconds, and it already seems like he's coming out here swinging with a ton more energy than yesterday. Getting to the technical flair, just bouncing that truck all over the place, adding a little bit of everything to this thing. 30 seconds remaining. Gonna have to pull off a big attempt right here, and I think he has it set up. The Morgan to Morgan backflip. Combination moonwalk, throw it back, put it down, 17 seconds. Let her rip, hood goes flying, do a cartwheel, do a spin.
Monster Jam fans, keep it going for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. 20 seconds, Anaheim.
Oh, Tristan England, Morgan to Morgan backflip on the super glue, glued to the action replay, combination into a moonwalk. Beautiful attempt. After that hits the pod, goes flying. Was unable to save it after that, leaving just a bit of time on the clock. But what a great run from Tristan. Technical moves, showing off his ability and all. This is where he says, let it fly, let it rip. Right here, super glue to the action replay, flying over the pod. A bit of a cartwheel there. And the score for Tristan England, JCB Digatron, is 9.388 for the man from Paris, Texas. No one this season has yet to get a perfect event. He has a chance to do so. That is a solid score. Only the second competitor in this competition. Still a way to go in Monster Jam Freestyle. But David, who do you got with the fans out there?
Ray, I'm joined with Dylan over here in the stands, birthday boy, celebrating his 8th year. And Dylan, you have some friends with you. These are your baseball buddies?
Yes.
All right, we got some baseball friends in the house in Angel Stadium. Makes a lot of sense. Now, Dylan, I'm going to put you head to head with one of our superstars. I'm going to give you 15 seconds, and we're going to name as many ice cream flavors as you can. And I think your friends might be able to help you out. Dylan, do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Oh, we're in for a good one, Anaheim. Let's see what he can pull out. All right, let's get 15 seconds on the clock. All righty, Dylan, 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Sherbet, cookies and cream, toasted marshmallow, mint chocolate chip, vanilla, chocolate, cotton candy, Cookie Monster, watermelon, Mango, Rocky Road.
All right, we see we got 9 on the board. Okay, we got 9. I think you have a good shot here, Dylan. Let's put you head to head with our superstar, and let's see if you win.
Pistachio, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. I'm blanking now. And I love coffee flavored ice cream. Did I say strawberry already? And
Dylan! There it is, Dylan. Show some love to the camera. How happy are you right now, buddy? Congratulations, Dylan. You have won yourself this Tech Deck Pyramid. You can shred all the way. It's got a skateboard included. This is for you. What do you think about this, Dylan?
Amazing.
This is incredible. Anaheim, I want you to make some noise for Dylan.
Congratulations to Dylan there, taking home one of those tech decks. I think is pretty sweet. Now, of course, we see this freestyle competition has just started, and Tristan England with a 9.388 is the driver to beat. Now, you're asking, why didn't El Toro Loco have a score? Once again, they must complete at least 30 seconds to qualify for a score. So keep that in mind. If they do not complete at least 30 seconds, they're not eligible for a score. Also, they must complete at least 60 seconds. If they do not complete 60 seconds, that will be a 1-point penalty assessed to their score. Just to break it down for you guys. So, Anaheim, we still got a ways to go in the pinnacle of the sport. Monster Jam Freestyle. You guys have been bringing the energy today. You guys having a good time, Anaheim? Well, this guy always has a good time on the track. It's Nick Pagliarulo. Crackin'. Kraken putting together a strong run right now, just doing a bit of everything on the track, which you love to see. Slap Willie right here, bouncing it, throwing it backwards. Getting on those back BKT tires, 60 seconds on the clock. Getting some donuts in. 35 seconds remaining. Under the 30-second mark. Tremendous run from Nick right now in freestyle. Gonna make his way over to the backflip ramp. He's trying to get in this Morgan & Morgan backflip with time. Does he go right into it or does he set it up? 13 seconds on the clock. He might be locked up on that back tire. Does it happen at the worst time? Time is ticking away. He's trying to fight through it. Can he do it? Is this enough room to pull it off? No, it is not.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo. Kraken. 20 seconds to lock your scores in.
Nick Pagliarulo trying to put everything together on the track during this freestyle run. Was trying to add the exclamation points with that Morgan & Morgan backflip. Unfortunately, was unable to pull it off as the tire locked up. Lindsay, not sure if you saw that tire locked up out there.
Yeah, you know, that's something that I constantly tell fans, that you can tell breakage from your seat. So you could tell, of course, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken was battling a potential planetary issue there. It could have been planetaries, it could have been inner or outer axle. Regardless, though, definitely inside that wheel well had locked up, and it just was never unable to unlock.
Unfortunate for him as he put together a great run. You see there, the experts saw it as well. 8 points for them, but the fans just a little bit lower with a 6.585. He's currently second in this competition. Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. But going from one Pagliarulo to another, it's his little brother, 2024 Rookie of the Year, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Mike Pagliarulo launching it. Kicked off this freestyle run that way as well. Not even to the 60-second mark. Plenty of time to put together this run. Getting down to the halfway point and the run. 60 seconds on the clock. Could see a slap wheelie right here. Just goes for some big air. No slap wheelie required. 50 seconds on the clock. Hits the brakes. And try to see if he hit that dumpster.
Anaheim, give it up. Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. 20 seconds to lock your scores in.
Just a tough break there from Excalibur. He had everything in that run so far. Huge air on that first hit. Even a nice wheelie coming off. And it might be driving off there with a bit of frustration. I believe he hit the dumpster. Not sure if there was breakage or if they said he was done once he hit the dumpster. See there on the replay, just came up close to it, but they say he was done with about 40 seconds on the clock. Score coming up for Excalibur. 6.075, currently third in the competition. Tristan England, JCB Digatron remains the driver to beat. We got another Pagliarulo. It's their father in the 10th year of his career, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Clearing the pot on that attempt, down to the 60-second mark. Heard a misfire right there, continuing the run. 50 seconds on the clock for Matt Pagliarulo. Time ticking away on the board at the 30-second mark. Is this where he throws in a Morgan backflip? It looks like it's happening right now. Going for it. The crowd loves it. I love it. Matt loves it. 20 seconds on the clock. What you got, Matt? Get it down 10 seconds. Enough time for one more big hit from him. Jester, slap Willie.
Let's go, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. Anaheim, I'm going to need you to get your phones out. Go to judgeszone.com and submit your scores.
Matt Pagliarulo, Anaheim seems to be something great for him, man. Judgeszone.com. Please lock in those scores. We're counting on you guys to crown our overall event champion. We can't do it without you. Judgeszone.com. Matt Pagliarulo putting together a great run, and the score for Jester is solid score, 8.280, enough to get him second in this competition currently. Tristan England, JCB Digatron still holding on. Super glued to the action of replay, just taking a look at this run. Able to complete all the time on the clock. Had a bit of everything for everyone. Big air, use of all obstacles, the Morgan backflip. Picture perfect for Matt Pagliarulo. Earns him second place currently in this competition as we have ourselves a battle on hand. .77 seconds. Clock is paused. Get a word from our officials. Might be having throttle issues too. Our JCB Dirt Squad coming out to check in on him. See if he's able to refire right here. 77 seconds. Tech officials talking to him right now. You see him giving hand signals, trying to communicate what the issue is. Is he able to go during this run? You see them talking behind the scenes. 70 seconds. If he's not able to run again, there will be a 1-point penalty assessed to his time. This does come into play as they are battling out a close competition here on a Sunday. Can Gravedigger refire? Can he keep going? You know Adam wants this. You know the fans want this. You see his crew chief there. Just communicating back and forth.
Monster Jam fans, that's going to do it for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. You can still head over to judgeszone.com, submit your scores, 20 seconds.
Saying that it was a throttle issue for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. So due to that, he's unable to complete his run. Also, the 1 minute penalty would be assessed to his time. But the last time that you will see him this weekend, I know he's a man that always brings the energy and definitely wanted to complete that run for you. But he can hear you. Make some noise for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Currently fifth in this competition, Tristan England, JCB Digatron remains your leader. Gravedigger unable to complete that run, as we still have a ways to go here in Monster Jam Freestyle. All your favorite Monster Jam trucks can be taken home with you thanks to the only authentic line of Monster Jam toys, brought to you by Spin Master. Bring all the action home with toys including Mini Scorpion playset, the Supercharged Speedway playset, and assorted sizes of authentic to scale Monster Jam die-cast trucks. Crush it, crash it, jam it, Monster Jam. Let's keep the action going with this next competitor from Lafayette, Louisiana, Kayla Blood. Sparkle Smash. Launching it on that move. 70 seconds on the clock for Kayla Blood. Sparkle Smash, some big air. Getting down to the halfway mark in this run. Let's go for a spin. .40 seconds on the clock. Nice! Kayla putting together a fantastic run right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Uh-oh, and it looks like that back KT tire locks up again. She's pushing through it. The expertise in the driving throws it into donuts. Can she get any more in this run? 15 seconds. Scoring is open, but give it up for Kayla Blood. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. Kayla's counting on you. Oh. I'm so sad to see that one cut short. 15 seconds. Kayla with a phenomenal freestyle run right there. Hitting all the obstacles, and just you saw her expertise come through in that run. That tire locked up, and instead of letting it affect her run fully, she says, you know what, let's go for another spin. Throws it into donuts. This girl's good, but is it enough to get to the top? 9.388 score to beat, and the score for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash, is 8.351. She's all smiles. We see you smiling, Kayla. Give it up for the last time you see her this weekend. Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. Gonna see if she's able to drive off right now. I think she will be able to do so, but super glued to the action replay. Kayla just had a bit of everything, some major height during that run. You know, that's a unicorn. It might have been a Pegasus for that one because she was flying. Give her some wings next time. Kayla Blood currently second in this competition. But your next competitor has been feeding off your energy all event long. I need to see you put those fins together. Let me see it, Anaheim. Give it up for Todd LeDuc. Megalodon. Oh, is he? Clock paused at 96 seconds. This run just started. Is he having issues right now? They're saying he can refire. He does refire. Oh, throws it right into a bicycle right there. There you go. 80 seconds on the clock. "70 seconds on the clock, and he refire once again. They stop. They're saying he can refire. He does. You see Frankie's crew chief communicating with him as well. So just battling this truck right now. What does he have in this run? Goes right back to the bicycle. He's trying to get that stopping combination. Can he save it?
There's a shark in the water. That's Todd LeDuc. Megalodon. Anaheim, 20 seconds. Go to judgeszone.com.
Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. I know there's frustration through this thing. Just battling the truck. 2 shutoffs, unable to get the run that he wanted, but did complete at least 60 seconds in his run, was able to pull off 2 bicycle attempts, and the score for Megalodon coming up on the board. .737, so that is a 6th place run for Todd LeDuc. Megalodon battling the truck. Give it up for Todd LeDuc, Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, over here we've got a sun gear, and of course right inside here is an outer axle, but this is part of the planetary assembly. I'm joined by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, and you know, I told these fans, they saw that tire was locked up. We saw the same thing on Sparkle Smash and Kayla Blood, you know, obviously a great run as well, but we're at the mercy of these Monster Jam trucks. Can you talk to me about this part? Obviously this didn't come out of your truck, but it's the same assembly.
Yes, this is. So this is pretty much exactly what broke up my truck at the end of Freestyle. I ended up snapping the sun gear, which locked the planetary up. Unfortunately, as things happen, we tear these trucks apart every week and go through all the corners, rebuild everything, and you know what? We drove a little hard yesterday. We thought the truck was 100%. It wasn't, but you know what? That means we got fuel for the fire next week, and we're going to rebuild this sucker and burn it to the ground when we go to Minneapolis next weekend.
And of course, we have more competitors to go. Anything you want to say to these Angels fans?
You know what? There's a lot of great competitors out there, but you know, I say there's still more room to go. No one's really had a perfect run yet, and I'm waiting to see which driver's going to be able to do that.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise. Now's more here at Monster Jam.
Maybe this is the competitor that can do it. Monster Jam fans, he has not been able to run today, but he won this competition yesterday. He makes it out to the track at the very end. So give him a big round of applause. Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. Oh no, not like this, not like this. He comes out. They've been working on this truck all day long. Can he refire, or is that a transmission? Lindsay, what is going on out there right now?
Oh man, Ray, you hate to see that. Obviously, his team worked so hard to be able to get him back and ready for competition here. And there were so many things that they were battling back in the pits. And what's crazy, Ray, is that it was opposite things than what they were handling last night. So when you have, truck after truck that's having trouble, it's really difficult. Of course, I always say that we are at the mercy of these Monster Jam trucks. I'm going to try to get more information to exactly what happened. But, I do think that these fans need to give a loud round of applause. Please show some love to Cole Vennard, the Black Pearl.
Cole Vennard, Black Pearl, makes his way out of the truck. You see him there waving to the fans. I just can't imagine the frustration that he's going through. They've been working on this truck all day long. After an amazing freestyle yesterday, gets the victory. Unfortunately, unable to get anything done today, but that's just how it goes sometimes. That is Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. David, what we doing though?
Ray, you know me, I'm always up to something, and right now it is time for the Wheel of Cams. Angel Stadium, I'm going to need you to join me. We're going to spin that wheel, and whatever it lands on, we all will do. So let's see if we can spin that wheel. Spin it! Angel Stadium, what's it going to land on? Dance Cam! I need you all to get up out of your seats, and let me see those moves, Anaheim. There it is, Angel Stadium. Thank you so much for dancing along. Now let's get back to some more Monster Jam action.
Can this guy dance his way to the top in this competition? It's Zach Garner, Wild Side. Flying Wild Side, 80 seconds. $60 seconds on the clock. Zach letting it spin out there on the track. Get it down to the 40-second mark. Needs the exclamation point on this run as it come here right now. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Here he goes. Huge on the backflip. Huge on that backflip. Keeps it going. Getting down to 20 seconds. Oh, launch this one, Zach. Flying high. 10 seconds on the clock. Zach Garner lines it up.
Monster Jam fans, keep it going for Zach Garner. Wild side. 20 seconds. Lock those scores in.
Zach Garner, wild side, a fantastic freestyle run, just big air, high energy. That's what you gotta love about these young drivers. The second youngest driver in this series, and just put everything in this one. Beautiful Morgan to Morgan backflip. Is it enough to take the top spot? 9.388 is the score to beat. And the score for Wildside is 9.043 for Zach Garner. Wildside, the second driver to get into the nines, but not enough to take out Tristan England. His crew chief didn't like it, but the people spoke, and it looked right to be on par with the experts scoring. Tristan England able to hang on. From Kernersville, North Carolina, it's Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Huge right there. Bryce Kenny. 80 seconds on the clock. Loses the tail. $60 seconds on the clock. Getting some donut spins in this one. Lines it up right after the donuts. Takes no pause. Going over the pod once again. 45 seconds. Lining it up. Morgan to Morgan backflip. Oh, 29 seconds. Is he broken? Can he refire? A great freestyle run. Can he keep going? And they say that he is done. He is done. He is broken. Official word. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt, is finished under the 30-second mark. You saw right there, had a little bit of everything in that run, just getting under the 30-second mark, but broke after the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Just a tough break for Bryce Kenny. Lock in those scores, judgeszone.com. A fierce competitor. Bryce Kenny's put together some fantastic freestyle runs over the past two runs. Fortunately, this time comes up a bit short. Score coming up on the board. Score for Bryce Kenny is 8.157, still a solid score. 5th place currently in the competition. Just left a little bit too much time on the clock, and the expert score came in a bit lower with a 7.750. Tristan England, JCB Digatron able to hang on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboard. Tristan England is still at the top with the 9.388. He's been able to hold that. He was your second competitor that came out and has been able to hold the lead. The interesting thing is, I believe Cole Bernard went second yesterday and held that lead throughout an extremely long time to hold it for 10 drivers. Will he be able to do that again? Zach Gardner, Wildside in second, a 9.043. And then Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash at 8.351. Out on the track, we do have our JCB Dirt Squad moving these trucks around. But Anaheim, I want to thank you guys real quick for a fantastic weekend. I cannot tell you how much the drivers enjoy coming out here. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy coming out here. You guys having a good time? You guys have been amazing. But as I said, I think yesterday they might have been the loudest that we've heard them all season. We have one truck remaining in freestyle. Do you guys want to see one more? No. Anaheim, I said, do you guys want to see one more competitor? That's the energy I'm looking for. It gets interesting right here, y'all. Tristan England has been battling this man throughout the entire event. So far, he's been able to hold him off. Ryan Anderson is coming up next, and you know he wants to steal this away from Tristan England. Can he do it? Ryan Anderson, son of a digger! Flying over the pod. 90 seconds on the clock. Slap Willie coming off of the racing ramp. Putting it all together for this run right now. Here he goes. Big air flying over, 50 seconds remaining. Another slap Willie as he goes for the pod, riding it over, 40 seconds on the clock. Do we get a wow factor moment right here? Might be lining it up. Morgan to Morgan backflip, here he goes. Pulling it off, combination into a moonwalk. 20 seconds. Great bounce, 17 seconds on the clock. He needs some big moves right here. 10 seconds. Does he have enough time to line it up for one more launch? I think that he has it. Let's launch it. Whoa! Combination at the end. Combination, put it down. David, talk to him, man.
Monster Jam fans, keep it going for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. You already know the deal. You got 20 seconds.
You can't keep doing this to me. Ryan, Tristan, you guys got to cut this thing out. They are battling. He took the elevator. He took the escalator. I need a defibrillator. He said, I'll see you later. He was flying, man. Is it enough to take it? The score to beat 9.388. Tristan's held it this entire time. Does Ryan steal it away at the end? The score for Son of a Digger is... He steals it! 9.396! Just takes it! Gets the freestyle victory and holds off Tristan England from a perfect event. Hand him some water. He gets the victory at the end in this competition. Let's talk to him.
Ryan, congratulations. A beautiful freestyle win. Do you feel like that it's your style here that ended up being able to win over these Monster Jam fans?
100%, man. I don't care about the points, man. They're awesome. They're great. But without a doubt, forever and always, they will always be second to one thing and one thing only. And that's you, Monster Jam fans. You guys have spent your hard-earned money to come out here and watch us do what we do. I owe it all to you. You guys made Gravedigger. You supported my dad for over 40 years. Now you got Son of a Digger, baby. And I promise I will never not give it everything I got for you fans. You guys made me who I am, and I will never forget where I came from. But I do got to ask you one question, Anaheim, and it's for the last time this year, so you better blow my eardrums out. Who had a good time in Monster Jam tonight?
They've been battling it back and forth. Ryan Anderson stole the freestyle win, but did he get the overall event victory? Let's find out. He did not. Your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. 12 in racing, 12 in skills, 11 in freestyle, and he walks away your overall event champion. Hand him the trophy, give him the hat, and give him the microphone. It's Tristan England.
Tristan, congratulations. An incredible overall event championship win right here. And you just hear your competitor, of course. You guys are 1 and 2 right now. He just said you deserved it. How much does that mean? Especially after yesterday, it was a tough day for you guys.
Yeah, the only thing that was tough about it was the fan judging scores, and I believe it was because everybody just started to cut out a little early, but that's okay. We want to come out here and wow you Monster Jam fans. I started to run out of time on the freestyle clock. I was not done yet. I wanted to keep going, but that little crash I had, that was for you guys. We always say we give 110%, and that is a fact. But these guys work their tails off week in, week out. They work on these trucks, not only the ones that they wear right here, but all the fleet of trucks that are in the back. Even the independents are going to get some love, I'm sure, from these guys. But, man, Anaheim, you guys showed up and showed out. And we walked away with this, and my 5-year-old is going to be proud today. So I'm excited. But my wife told me this morning that I was going to come out here and win, and she was not lying to me. I love that woman with all my heart. Hey, I didn't get to spend Valentine's Day with you, but I'll be home tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you, Anaheim. I'll see you on the next one.
And at the end of the event, we ended with a happy Valentine's Day for Tristan England. There you go, buddy. David, right here, he did a fantastic job in the crowd, man. What do you think?
It was an incredible time. Angel Stadium, thank you so much for having us. Seeing Tristan and Ryan out there, I mean, it was like watching Mike Trout and Aaron Judge go head to head. What an incredible thing.
No, so much fun, man. Love the rivalry that is brewing between these two, but also the other drivers as well did a fantastic job. Just a fun weekend. Thank y'all so much, Anaheim, for coming out. We cannot wait to come back again, but please be safe on your way home, on your way out. Pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master. I mean, that'll do it, man. We got to get out of here. My name is Ray Varial. That was David Mila. We have Lindsay Noble out there, and that was Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and push put your hands up. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right, let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood.